What's going on, guys? It is Frankie here, and we are coming to you live just moments after the Houston Astros, with their backs to the wall, came through with a big win tonight, 4-1 over the Nationals. And this series is now 2-1, with Games 4 tomorrow night, right back here in Washington. A big win here tonight for Houston. Great. We'll get to the game here, all this stuff here, all the shenanigans and everything that specifically went on here in just a moment. Great atmosphere tonight. Washington was really... It was sad that Washington never really got anything to really cheer about. Because, I mean, the Nationals fans, they were crazy. They were loud, wild early on. And it really looked like, here we go. We're gonna pull this off. And unfortunately for them, there were a lot of problems they didn't hit. And mostly the problem of that was, I mean, not any of their fault. It was just how good tonight... there we go. How good tonight Houston's pitching was. And really, it starts, and Greinke was good tonight. Greinke, he had some moments, he had some problems, just like in his previous games. I don't know how it is that Greinke has been able to hold on this long, because I'm watching Greinke and I'm just like, all right, eventually it's got to wear out. Eventually, the guy's just gonna choke. He's gonna collapse, like we've seen him normally do in the past. But no, when there's situations where it looks like he's gonna be, oh boy, like this is gonna be the end for him, he always gets through it. And so I give him a bunch of credit. But tonight, the real star of the game was the Houston Astros bullpen, who were just sensational. I'll get the stats here in just a second. While I'm doing this, I'm also working on uploading my video, which got a copyright strike, which got blocked. So I have to work on this, and there we go. Okay, submit dispute. Yeah, that's not copyright based. Well, all right, that's not copyright. Okay, so on it, Houston's bullpen tonight was sensational. I'm looking here at the total stats. They pitched 5 1/3 innings. And they gave up 2 hits. 5 1/3 innings. They gave up only 2 hits. There were 3 straight guys there. Okay, fine. And 3 of those guys only pitched a third of an inning. But those 3 straight guys gave up 0 hits. James and Peacock only gave up a third, but only went through a third of an inning. Peacock did give up 2 walks. Headlined by Will Harris, who's been sensational in this postseason. And tonight, again, he came through with 2 runners on, an inning and 2/3, 2 strikeouts, no hits. And it was really that was it right there. That they never really were in the game after that. And just, oh gosh, the video's still in copy. You kidding me? Okay, fine. That is a problem there, but whatever. Hold on, let me get to you guys here. Let you guys see what you guys. Hi, Frankie. Yes, Game 3 goes to the Astros. Go Astros! Great job tonight. Houston pulled it out tomorrow night. Same situation with the Astros. Game 4 is a must win. Yeah, you have back-to-back must wins here. Although I thought Game 2 was a must win, but now you're really in must win territory. Got the win tonight, and yeah, pulled through. Okay, so let's go through the game here. And again, it was a crazy, wild atmosphere to start, and it was really kind of over in the second inning. You have Sanchez strike out Bregman there at the end of the first, which really got the crowd going, really got the crowd fired up. And then first inning there, and then in the second inning, Reddick gets a bloop RBI single into left field. That just, I mean, it was perfect. It was right between the left fielder and the third baseman and the shortstop. It was right in between all of them. None of them can get it, and they get a run home. Springer again, man. It's just in the postseason, you never count him out. He scores the run, and then the Nationals, they left 2 on. The Nationals left 1 on base, and there were a lot of missed opportunities here for the Nationals as well. The Nationals left 1 on base in the first, and then they left 2 on base in the second. It was runners on second and first. Robles, who by the way, Robles, whatever. Great catch in the first inning of this game. That really was oh my gosh, that's the kind of catch that that's gonna win you guys the game. But beautiful catch in the first inning, prevented a run, but unfortunately it wasn't gonna be enough for them. But Robles grounds into a double play, and then the third inning, Houston gets another run in off a Brantley bloop single that hit Sanchez. And then it was 2-0. And then from then on, it was more about what Washington couldn't do. Bottom of the third, this was a huge turning point. Bottom of the third inning, bases loaded for Cabrera. And Greinke throws one of the filthiest, dirtiest curveballs you will ever see. 68 miles an hour. I'm watching it right now. I mean, it's just beautiful right down there. Oh, he gets in the swing at it. Oh, it was right at the bottom of the plate, right at the bottom of the strike zone. 68 miles an hour, absolutely filthy. And and then we go into the fourth, and they leave a runner on first. Or I'm sorry, we got that wrong. First inning, that was the Robles triple. It's 4-1, and then they weren't able to get a run after that. fifth inning, you had the Brantley. And Brantley part of 2 runs tonight. Brantley had the RBI single that made it 3-1, brought out Tuve home. And then 2 runners on again in the 5th. Zimmerman strikes out for the Nationals. And then the Sure Noise home run that made it 4-1. That's his second home run of the postseason. Hit the foul pole, which you rarely see. I love foul pole home runs. One of the first games I ever watched when I was 5. Saw Frank Thomas against the Yankees hit a home run. He hit 2 home runs, I believe, in that game. And he hit a home run right on the foul pole. It was a great sight. Hit it 4-1. And then from then on, Sanchez struggled tonight. You expected that after, I guess it wasn't easy. It was hard for him to, after how great he was in the NLCS Game 1 to expect another great performance like that tonight, but he struggled. Bottom of the 6th, 2 more runners on for Washington. They don't get anybody. Bottom of the 7th, they leave no one on. And then the 8th, they only leave 1 on. So a lot of missed opportunities here tonight for Washington. Let's look here at what you guys said. Alex Bregman, let's go Astros. Again, great job tonight, Eric. This is their last one of the season. No way in hell they lose 2 home games. There's no way. This was their last win. There's no way they lose 2 games. I don't know what that means. Okay, but regardless, maybe they come. That's the question. I always said, okay, Houston gets the first win. Nice. Can you get 1 more? You need 2 wins. No, you got to get 2 wins in 3 home games. You got 1 tonight. Now you got to see if you can do it again tomorrow. Astros back to the wall tonight. It was a must-win game. Same thing tomorrow night in Game 4 because the Nationals still lead the series 2 games. But Nats was at home. Frankie, who was home tonight? The Nationals were home tonight. And, again, it was a great crowd, wild crowd. It was nice seeing Buzz Aldrin throw out the first pitch. That was unfortunately, good seeing Buzz out there. And then it really died down for Washington. It didn't really have, except for the Robles catch, they really didn't have that much to scream and yell about. Again, they did have the run in the 4th inning, but it was just nothing. It was absolutely nothing. And it was, sad to see on their part. But, hey, again, there's still 2 games to 1. Tomorrow night, it's still going to be a rocking crowd because, all right, so they'll say, okay, so that was a rough loss. But, again, we still have a 2-game-to-1 lead, and we can put their foot on their throat tonight. We win this game, we can put our foot on their throat. This could be just a terrific win here going forward for Washington if they can get this tomorrow night. But we will see. Looking at here the comments, Astros winning this, calling it right now. Astros are still the favorite. No, again, Houston still. Nats tighten up your pitching. Yes. And hey, they gotten great pitching for the first 2 games tonight. Sanchez just wasn't up to par. Songs on for the Astros. Nats had a bad night. This isn't happening again. We will see. I still thought the Astros were the better team going in, so you always wonder about that. Again, the Astros are still the better team, I would say. At least I think they are. But Washington went into Houston, won the first 2 games. Another weird stat. The road team has won every game in the series so far. I'm trying to think. In 96, the road team won the first 5 games. It was a 6-game series in 96, and the road team won the first 5. I don't know if we've come close to that, but yeah, the road team has won the first 3 games of the series. They always say, the series doesn't start until a road team wins. The series isn't going to start until a home team wins. Astros played great tonight. They have to keep it going tomorrow night. Go Astros. No, yeah, they did what they had to do. They took advantage of the opportunities early. They struggled with that in Game 2. They didn't have to worry about that in Game 3. All the Washington fans now just slowly walking out of there. Disappointing night. But again, they're up 2 games to 1. No need to be angry, but now if you're the Nationals, you sit there and go, okay, now we've given them a little bit of wiggle room. Now we've given them a little bit of an opportunity here. You can't have that happen again. Tomorrow night, you got to slam on their throat and take advantage of it. Because then if they have a 2-2, if they're tied 2-2, all the momentum's back on their favor. The Astros did to the Nats, but they did the Yankees. Keep them from scoring with runners in scoring. Yes. Nationals had a lot of opportunities tonight, and the Astros shut them down every single time, except in the 4th. Now, the 4th was the... Was that the 3rd or the 4th? I'm going to check it right here. I have all the highlights here on the app. It was the 4th inning. Yes, the 4th they scored the triple. Bobbled there in left field. But then that was it. I heard the 96 Yankees lost the first 2 games, and they came back and won it. Yes. Again, they lost the first 2 games at home. Then they go into Atlanta. They win Game 3. They have a great comeback in Game 4. And then there was a great pitching duel in Game 5 with Pettit and I think it was Schmaltz. Atlanta had a lot of great pitchers. I think it was Pettit Schmaltz, but I'm not 100% sure. But whatever. And they won that, and then they win Game 6. It's a minimum 5-game series. Yes. We are going at least 5. The series will not end tomorrow night, again, which is now tonight here on the East Coast. The series... Now, the earliest it can end is Sunday, but it could also end Tuesday or Wednesday. I've heard nothing. I've heard some reports that it might rain during the game tomorrow night, which could be a little bit of a bummer. but hopefully that won't happen. Um, Regardless, again, this was a pretty good game. Not It wasn't a very exciting game, unfortunately. Like I was kind of disappointed. It was like I was expecting a lot. I was expecting a much better like rough and tough game because the last two games have been exciting for the most part until the fifth inning or game one. It was exciting all the way till the end. Game two, it ended. It was exciting for the first 6 innings and then it faded away. This game really wasn't. It never felt like Washington was in it. The Washington had a lot of chances, but it never felt like they were going to get that big hit. They never felt like they were in it, and it ended up with them losing here. Going to be nice to see the Astros win the World Series at home this time. Yes, if they come back and win this, they'll not have to win it at home. But of course you can't guarantee anything right now. Cannot set a lot, especially again with the way Washington has played. Can't rule out anything. Don't know who's going in Game 4. I guess they have not announced who will be going in Game 4 for Washington and Houston. I guess Houston at least hasn't. I don't know about Washington. I'm gonna look it up right now. But Game 4 will not be an elimination game. Corbin will go for the Nationals. Don't know who will go for the. I guess it's a bullpen for Houston. I don't know what they're going to be doing for Game 4. I guess they'll decide on that either later today or tomorrow. Lots of baseball left to play. No, it is not over. It is far from over. The series will continue on, and good. We benefit from a good series, or a long series. Nats, you have 2 more games to win. You have 3 more lives left. Use them wisely, tightly pitching, and batters play aggressive. Yes, all that. And again, the offense was played great in the first 2 games. Weren't able to do anything tonight. Astros shut them down, and the pitching wasn't great. If Nats have to go to the bullpen tomorrow, they may be fresh, but then they have like 8 or 9 pitchers on the road. So I guess so. What we do know, there will be a Game 5 now, bullpen game for the Astros. It will be a bullpen game. All right, and that worked so well for them in Game 6 against the Yankees. The bullpen bailed them out. I still don't know how that happened. We're going up against Corbin. All right, let's see. Take advantage. Take your chances. It's bullpen tomorrow because Cole is pitching in Game 5. All right, and then I'm gonna take a get. All right, now, and that could be huge because if the bullpen comes through tomorrow, I'm gonna say the Astros win Game 5 because I don't see Cole. I never thought I'd see Cole blow a World Series game. I now don't think Cole's gonna lose 2 games in a row. So I'm gonna say that the Astros would pull it off tomorrow if they can get this win tonight. If they can get the win tomorrow night, I think the Astros win Sunday because I think Cole has another lights out performance. Soto acts like a clown. I like him. Happy birthday to Soto, by the way. Sorry, your birthday gift is an error and a loss. You got all this attention, so don't worry about it. But yeah, he's 21. He's now my age, so that's good. Good that we're now the same age here. But yeah, I like his attention. I don't mind it. I'm a kind of guy that like let the kids play. I don't like jerks. I don't know if he acts like a jerk. Maybe a little bit, but it doesn't really bother me. I thought Soto would ball out. I guess it was bound to happen. At some point. That he would not show up tonight, but and most of the Nationals looking at the box score here. Let's pull it up here. Thank you, Major League Baseball, by the way, for blocking my highlight video. Good job there. Even though it totally fits fair use, and now you're gonna block it, even though I'm following a dispute. Just wanted to say that. Bad job, baseball. Turner goes 1 for 5. Anthony Rendon goes 1 for 5. By the way, Anthony Rendon, could you do a favor and not swing on a first pitch? Could you stop doing that, please? Just wait. Just wait. See how it is. Don't swing on every first pitch. Come on. Soto tonight. Yeah, Soto went 0 for 4, 3 strikeouts. It was bound to happen at some point. He's still been great, but in the first 2 games. But it was bound to fall off at some point for him. Cabrera 2 for 4. Maybe at midnight tonight he was getting drunk, celebrating being 21. Maybe that's the cause. I actually don't think that's what happened. But it's nice to throw stuff out there. This is the internet. You throw stuff out there, and people will believe it. Zimmerman was 1 for 3 tonight. Suzuki was 0 for 2. Robles was 1 for 3. Again, just a complete lack of hitting. And again, just got 2 hits against the Astros bullpen. 2 hits, which is a killer. The bullpen of the Astros may not be the Rays and Yankees, but they're still pretty good. Yeah, they're much better. I remember 2 years ago when they played. Who was it? They played the Dodgers in the World Series, and the bullpen was horrible. The bullpen gave up game after game, but the Astros were able to bail them out. Here, the bullpen is again, it's not a top tier bullpen, but it's a decent solid bullpen, and they came through tonight. And Greinke did well. Greinke did do well. Again, I keep waiting. I always watch for Greinke. I'm like, is this the moment he's gonna blow it? Is this the moment he's gonna give up the hit? And he hasn't done it yet. So I'm back. I think I'm back. Hello, everybody. I'm back. I think I'm back. Okay, great. Please give a thumbs up if I'm back. I think I'm here. Oh, I'm back. Great. Okay, I'm back. Yay. Thank you guys for watching. I'm so glad I'm here. I don't see myself. All right, now my computer. Okay, this is weird. All right, I'm back. So, I don't see myself on the screen right now. I have a screen here that shows my live stream, and I can't see myself right now. So please, I guess MLB didn't like your fair use comment. Oh yeah, I said that. Yeah, MLB took me off the way. I still don't know what happened. Hello? Am I still here? Oh, I'm back. Yeah, I'm back. Guys, I'm back. Holy cow. I'm back. I'm back. For the first time in forever, I'm back. Oh, this is great. This is fantastic. I just want to make sure. Okay, so, all right, I'm back. Thank you. Please come back. If you tuned out, please come back. Okay, what was I saying? We got to keep going here before YouTube takes me off again. Okay, so, yeah, the Nationals lineup, the Astros bullpen was great. Nationals shut them out. And they shut down the Nationals, and now they're up 2 games. Now they're down 2-1. Again, this is a huge momentum, a little bit of momentum turn here. And now we got to see what they can do here in Game 4, because all this will be for naught if you can't win Game 4, because then you're down 3-1. Although 3-1 is not as bad as being down 3-0, but it's still really bad. I mean, the Cubs, the Cubs had to work that out there in 2016, but this is going to be tough. So. This is disappointing. I lost all. We're back down to 4. We're down to 4 people here. The stupid thing was. Okay, back to 6. Okay, great. Any more comments here, guys? Any more questions here? Yeah, I wish this game could have been more exciting, but it was really like after the second inning, you just felt, or after the second or third inning, it just felt like, okay, Houston's gonna win this game, and Washington's not gonna be able to pull it through. But rough one there for Washington. But Houston won it. Let's punch our chins and pretend it's defeat and win next time. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be good. Game 4 tomorrow. Hope it doesn't rain, but I gotta turn on Fox 5. Hold on here, guys, just a minute. We're gonna turn on ESPN. Hold on, stay with me again. Same game time tomorrow? Yes, I believe so. I believe 8:08. What's the score of this game? Oh, it's 65. Oh, Lakers are getting the win here over Jazz. It looks like. Unless they got to hold on. They've got nobody on their bench except for LeBron and Anthony Davis. Bregman is struggling. Yeah, I mean, the AL MVP. He got the win in Game 2. And then Bregman tonight, 0 for 5. He has been awful here in this, except for that home run. So much for him being out of the slump. And again, this is your worst time to be out of that slump. But the good thing about the Astros, there's so many guys on this team that can hit that if you don't show up, it's all right because you have 3 or 4 other guys that can do. You got Springer, you got Altuve, you got Bregman, Gurriel, Correa, Riddick. There's so many guys on this team that can really hit. And even Michael Brantley tonight was 2 for 4. So they walked Brantley to get to. I feel the pressure is most on the. Did the Lakers win? The Lakers are not. The Lakers did not win yet, but they're up 10 right now. And we'll have some NBA stuff here at the end of the show. We'll get some NBA thoughts here. Bregman is really struggling. So I feel the pressure is more on the Nationals tomorrow night. Still feel like a must-win game for the Astros though. I think the pressure is more on Houston though. I'll say it now. If the Houston wins Game 5, the pressure is much more on the Nationals in Game 5. But here in Game 4, I still feel like if the pressure's still on, okay, the Nationals can still put a lock on this series. Houston's got to still work. All right, another game, and then if you win tomorrow, it's best of 3. So they walk. Thoughts on the Rockets' loss? Did they lose tonight? Because I gave my thoughts last night on the bad Houston loss. That you lose to Milwaukee. Westbrook and Harden have to figure out how to shoot better. Lakers start the second half with Alex Caruso as point guard. All right, let's see what happens there. I don't think did the Rockets play tonight? No, I don't think the Rockets. Yeah, I gave my thoughts last night. If you haven't seen it, go to the channel. I gave my thoughts on the loss. rough one, but Westbrook and Harden, I think they'll be fine, but they have to learn how to shoot better here in the game. Oh, they know how to shoot better. It's just last night they weren't shooting better. And then, yeah, we'll get to the other stuff here later. They walked Brantley to get him. Yeah. I ate some chili. Good for you, Rob. Good for you. I'm glad that you ate chili. Very impressed. Very happy for you and your family. By the way, just guys, out of curiosity, does the lighting here look bad? Just out of curiosity, I think the lighting looks fine. I got enough lighting here. But tell me what you think. If the lighting is not great, I think it's fine. You see my white face or whatever. That's my point. It still feels like a must-win game for the Astros tomorrow night, same as tonight was for the Astros. Yes, it's still a must-win. If you're Houston, you can't go down 3 games to 1. Now it's been done before, but you don't want. It's not ideal. It's not a situation that you're looking at and you're going, that's we want to be down. That's the way we're gonna win. Be down 3 games to 1. It's good. Looks fine. Okay, thanks guys. Thanks guys for your honest opinions. I'd much rather you be honest with me. Don't lie to me. I hate when people lie to me. So just please be honest. If you think I'm good, you think I'm bad, please. I love it. I love the honest conversations with you guys. But yeah, you can't be down 3 games to 1. Can't do it. Background stands out too much. I mean, I got the white background. Yeah, all the nice stuff here. To be honest, every game is a must-win. In the World Series, I would say no to a point. I mean, you want to win as many games as you can, but not every. I mean, Game 1 isn't a must-win game in a World Series. Game 7 is. Game 7 definitely is. In fact, I love it when sports commentators were like, Game 7, it's a must-win. It's like, yeah, we know that. It's like, have to win this game tonight, no tomorrow. It's like, yeah, we know. We've been following sports all our lives. We know it's the case. Stop trying to explain to us stuff that we don't know. We already know. Oh, wow, Lakers up. It's 19 tonight. I want to see if the Lakers blow this would be very, very interesting. But yeah, every game's a must-win. Rockets versus Pelicans tomorrow night also. Yeah, that's gonna be good. That's gonna be. I mean, I won't be able to watch it because I'll be watching baseball and the and college football. But yeah, that looks good. Although New Orleans is in trouble here. Down already 0-2. They need Zion back bad. They need him back badly. So oh yeah. Tomorrow night will be Corbin and Astros bullpen starter to be determined. Which, I mean, I was gonna say like, I guess edge to Corbin, but hey, the Astros bullpen's been great. So you're not gonna roll out this Astros team yet. Do you like Joe Buck as a commentator? You know, I don't hate him. I see everybody like, oh, Joe Buck's the worst. Joe Buck. I actually don't mind him. And you know what? Every people are like, oh, he's biased to my team. Every single fan base hates Joe Buck, which makes me think he's not biased at all. Like, all of this talk about how he's not biased, or all the talk about how he's biased, makes me think he's not biased. Okay, yeah, there's some times I wish he'd shut up, yeah. Do I wish he'd show a little bit more excitement? Like, there's some calls in the 90s where his call would just be, in the air to right, track, gone. Or actually, no, that's a little too much. It'd be more like, in the air, that ball is gone, home run, and it was like, no real emotion there. And it was like, a little bit something. So many people hate Buck, I don't think he's that bad. I think he's just... I don't understand the hate. Okay, no, he's not as good as his father, but his father was legendary. I mean, his father, we will see you tomorrow night. That's all-timer. I'm watching the World Series over the Rockets team. I will catch their score, though. Of course. You want to keep an eye on this Houston team. I think they'll be fine. Just Westbrook and Harden just need to have better nights from the field. But overall, yeah, again, I don't hate Joe Buck. I don't even hate Smoltz. I'm trying to think, are there any commentators I truly despise in sports? I mean, I guess Jason Witten was bad, horrendous last year, and Booger McFarland's not much better. ESPN, gosh, please do a better job picking out play-by-play guys. I mean, ever since Gruden and Tirico left, you had Sean McDonough, and that didn't work, and now you just oh yeah, I like the Astros radio guy. See you later. That guy's fun. I don't know his name, but he's good. And yeah, I don't think Buck's that bad. Buck's made some. I mean, his call of Altuve's home run a few days ago was great. Altuve sends the Astros to the World Series. That was great. And then he shut up for a minute. That was fantastic. So yeah, I don't hate Joe Buck at all. I think, and he makes fun of himself too. I don't get why people hate him. I just think people need to calm down. But yeah, good. The only people that I was gonna say make a joke about how Joe Buck had a good night, but I guess Joe Bucks always have a bad night because everybody on Twitter rips him. So I guess Joe Buck has never had a good night in the booth. But it was a great night for Houston, and Altuve was what was Altuve tonight? Altuve 2 for 5, 2 runs. No RBIs, but was he probably the MVP tonight of this team? I'm trying to think who was the best player on Houston tonight. I mean, Brantley got 2 RBIs in. No one had 3 hits. Chernois did have the home run. Greinke did pitch well. Will Harris, I might give it to. He was again sensational tonight. I like Joe Morgan when he did commentary. Yeah, I saw people that hated Joe Morgan too. I was like, I didn't mind him. I liked him on ESPN video games that I played. Tony Romo is my favorite football commentator. Yes, he's great. I mean, Madden's still my all-time number 1, but yeah, Romo's creeping up there. The way Romo explains the game and the enthusiasm that he has and the way he predicts plays is something like the only person we've ever seen do that. I think Hank Stram did it on radio back in the 70s and 80s. I don't think he did it in the 70s. I don't know. When Jack Buck did Monday Night Football on radio, Hank Stram was his commentator for a while, and Hank Stram used to call plays, and Hank Stram was great at that too. And not that I've listened to these calls, but I've read the reports that Hank Stram would predict plays, and yeah, because I should be like, oh yeah, I listen to Hank Stram. I'm so young. I listen to Hank Stram and Jack Buck all games in the 80s, but yeah, so. Yeah, that's the only guy we've seen do that was Hank Stram, but Tony Romo is sensational. Will Harris, man. I mean, just fantastic. This is what you want, right? You want I mean, in the biggest moment postseason, I think I read the stat. He's like the last 10 runners. He's coming. I think in the postseason, he's come to 10 runners on base. There've been 10 runners on bases when he's come in the game, and 10 runners have been stranded. Like, just sensational. I feel like the Nationals have a dark stadium. Do they? I don't feel like it. I mean. I guess it's darker than Houston, since in Houston it's a dome, and in Washington it's actual darkness that is proceeding over them. So I don't really think it's that dark. I think it's fine. I like the National Stadium. I can't stand the Baby Shark, but you know what? I like the National Stadium. No real problems. No complaints with it right now. Yeah, Will Harris was trending today. Will Harris is more Chuck Norris than Chuck Norris is a tweet. Will Harris is so good he got the same hitter out twice. Yeah, he's just amazing. Big moments there that he come into the game, and he just shuts him down. So and he's gonna be a free agent next year. Oh boy, get ready for a nice payday. I wish they would open the roof in Houston. Baby Shark is cringe. I mean, I know kids like it. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Maybe I'm just a cynical old man. I just don't find it funny. Yeah, Baby Shark. I can't stand the Baby Shark either. Good. If Washington fans want to do it, that's fine. I just don't like the song. I mean, like when the Blues won the Stanley Cup this year and they used Gloria, that was awesome because Gloria is a great song. When the Patriots use "I Don't Want to Lose Your Love Tonight," like that's a great song. Any stadium that uses "Don't Stop Believing" is great because that's an all-time great song. Baby Shark, I don't think is that. I wish they would open the roof in Houston. Yeah, that'd be cool. They don't want to do it for some reason, but I mean, they spent all the money on the roof. They want to use it, but again, if it's a beautiful night, like why not just bother putting up the roof and letting us see it? But they don't want to do it. Fine, whatever. Oh gosh, hold on. Any more comments here, guys? Any more questions? Sanchez with his first loss here of the World Series because this has been his first start. I'm like, oh, he's 0-1, but then I was like, okay, it's not a series, it's not a postseason statistic, it's just a World Series statistic. Acuna gets a save. Oh yeah, I should point that out. And you guys, Astros fans, might disagree with me here, and I guess we'll get to this in a little bit. Maybe the Baby Shark reminds you too much of the Braves Tomahawk Chop. No, that for some reason doesn't annoy me. Yes, the racist Tomahawk Chop doesn't annoy me. I don't know what that says about me. But the Baby Shark, maybe it's just music. I just have more of a problem with music. I think it's to keep the noise in, but yeah. I mean, look, if they got rid of the Braves Tomahawk Chop, I wouldn't miss it, but I don't mind that. For some reason, Baby Shark kind of annoys me. Maybe because I just don't like that song originally. Why can't they do a better song? Why can't they, do more Bruce Springsteen songs, please? I do want to say this. On Houston, I guess we'll spend a little bit of time on this. We haven't really touched this week. Houston has made themselves, they mentioned lightning in the DC area tonight, but we got lucky got no rain tonight. Yeah, good. I will say this. We haven't touched on it, but Houston has made themselves unbelievably unlikable. And it's not really their players, it's the front office. The way they handled this situation with their assistant general manager. My gosh, there are people working in public relations. How are you this bad at handling it? Everything they did, from what initially happened to the initial statement to where they were flat out lying, to the second statement where they basically let the guy do an apology, make myself look good, to the third statement where finally they fire the guy and admit they were wrong, but they don't specifically apologize to her. And then today they met the GM and the reporter, and the reporter she still didn't apologize to the reporter. It's just everything about this reeks of arrogance or idiocy or both. Just a badge. I mean, I don't have anything against the Houston players. Everybody in the Houston front office, except for AJ Hinch, who was a real gentleman this week, have handled this. And that's why I think a lot of people are turned on the Astros. It's just like, I don't want those front office guys to win. And that goes back to Osuna. I don't hate... Okay, let me put this way. If Osuna got hit around in a game, I wouldn't really mind. I don't root for. I just find that like what he did was despicable, and I don't really care about it. I mean, if Astros fans, I'm sure you guys are fine about it. If you know, are not. That's not what I'm saying. Like in a baseball game, you root for the guy, so I get it. But I don't know. But also, to be fair, I've been a Yankee fan, and I watched Chapman for the last few years. So it's like I really don't have anything to say. Like I watched Chapman, I wanted him to get the out, no matter how bad of a person he is. So. I don't know. It's just the only guy I don't root for on that team is Osuna because of what he did. It's just like I find that kind of despicable. Alex Bregman needs to focus on trying to win a World Series. He's thinking too much about the MVP awards. He needs to get that off his head. I don't know if that's what it is. Maybe it's just in the playoffs. Some guys just struggle. I can say they did drop the ball and all this. I'm trying to block it out. Oh, that's fair. I'm sorry to bring it up. I just haven't really thought about it. And then today, like I guess between game 2 and game 3, they fired the general manager, so I wanted to point that out. Hopefully no rain for tomorrow night's game. Yeah. So hopefully, I don't know I'm not a meteorologist. So I don't know what the whole thing on that is. Hopefully they'll figure it out. I don't think it's like MVP awards. I think he's just struggling. Whether it's the bat, whether it's just a moment. I don't know. Some guys just find. I mean, look, there's sometimes when you watch like I don't know, like LeBron James in the 2011 finals, like he just disappeared, and it's just like, what the heck happened? Like how? Sometimes it's just unexplainable. Like guys just don't know how to handle the big moment, the big situation. So, Lakers now up 18. Yeah, this looks like a wrap. Taking care of Utah. So no more Lakers problems for tonight. As of tonight, the Lakers are going to win the finals. They got all their problems fixed in one night after beating Utah. It looks like, unless they find an amazing way to lose this game. But, oh man, oh boy. And again, Cherno's hitting that home run off the foul pole was great. Bregman did good for the last World Series. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what happened here. Sometimes it just doesn't work. You can't explain it. You can't understand it. It's just baseball. It's the game of baseball. Some guys go hot. Some guys go cold. Hopefully the Astros re-sign Cole for next year. We have talked about this. Again, the Astros should re-sign him. Absolutely. Will they? And they should probably also, if they can, sign Harris. This guy's been amazing as of late. Yeah, you should probably sign him. I mean, everybody on that Astros rotation, for the most part, was great this season. And Cole's just been lights out, even though he lost game 1. Try to get him back. I think they will get him back, but we'll see what happens here in the next few days and weeks. I think I want to believe the Yankees are going to put up a lot of money, but what have you seen over the Yankees except for getting Stanton? But that was really, they only got Stanton because the Marlins just like, well, please take him from us. We're begging you. He'll go nowhere else. Please take him, and we'll give him away for nothing. That's why they had to make that trade. I don't know if the Yankees are gonna be willing to spend millions of dollars on a pitcher like they did back in the old days. It'd be great, but I'm not ruling it out. I'm not counting on it right now. I mean, he would be such a great addition. Now, I don't know about Larry Rothschild handling him. Game 1 wasn't a blowout, though, like Game 2 was, shaking my head. Yeah. Okay, Game 1 was that's if you're an Astros fan, you can sit there and go, Game 1 was better than Game 2. Because we didn't give up 6 runs in an inning in Game 1. Astros get Madison Bumgarner. I mean, yeah, he's a good pitcher in the playoffs. Regular season, though, I don't know. But, yeah, he's been... I mean, we've seen him be great in the postseason before. And, yeah, Cole was great in this postseason up until Game 1, but... Game 1 and Game 2, but... Yeah, Bumgarner's 2014 still probably the most amazing postseason I've ever seen any player play. I think I'm including, like, pitchers and players and, like, hitters. It was so unstoppable. Every single game he delivered. And then in that final game, in Game 7, when he comes in the bullpen and just shuts the Royals down, it was sensational. And he was terrific in that World Series, so we'll see if... Yeah, we'll see how it goes from here. I don't know if he's a free agent this year, but... I mean, there's a lot of guys the Yankees could have gotten, and they didn't want to get him. I thought the Astros were going to tie it up in Game 1, honestly. I did for a while. The last best chance was in the 8th. They had a shot in the 8th after the Springer hit, and they couldn't get it done. And lost that. But here they again. Now they're down 2. They got a win on the board. They got a not a curly W, I don't know what it was, just a regular W, a W for Houston tonight, and now it's up to trying to get that going in Game 4. Try to see if tie it up here. Like all the Yankees momentum from back in '96, because when I was younger I had like the '96 Game 4 DVD. All the momentum from that World Series changed when the Yankees won that game, and Larretz hit the game-tying home run I think in the 7th or 8th. All the momentum changed. Everything changed. Like here we go. The Yankees, they're gonna win this series. You got to have that happen here tomorrow night. If you want to switch all the momentum to your side, you have to win this game. Have to win tomorrow night. And then, yes, it's possible to win coming down 3-1, but it is not in any way, shape, or form easy. And it's obviously you much rather want to win in Game 4 than you'd much rather win it in a best of 3 than come back down from 3-1. We'll see if they can do it. Not 100% sure yet, but oh gosh. Oh, man. Any other questions, guys, or any other comments? It's been fun tonight, even though the live stream wasn't working for like 5 minutes, which was just terrifying and panicking. Yeah, we'll be here on OBS, and it'll be working just fine, and all of a sudden it'll just stop for no reason. I don't know if it's a Wi-Fi. OBS is mostly good, but there are times it's just a pain. Oh gosh. Astros tonight had 11 hits. Nationals had 9. Nationals did have 2 errors, but the only score that matters, Astros 4, Nationals 1. Again, we get Game 4 tomorrow night, and I believe it is at 8:08. Juan Urgude, I can't pronounce that name. Jose Yu is the starting pitcher for Houston here in Game 4. We'll see if it works. We'll see if they can pull it off. And again, if you can win this game, all the momentum is back on your side, because then you have Cole starting in Game 5. It's really amazing how these good Braves teams in the 90s and the only one won. That's the other thing that surprised me. There were so many dominant Braves teams in the 90s. How many World Series did they make? They made it in 91 and lost to the Twins in a brutal Game 7 loss. They didn't... 92? No. They made it in 92. That's right. No. Yeah, they made it in 92 because the Sid Breen safe at the plate. Then they lost in Game 6 on a Dave Winfield game-winning hit in extra innings. They didn't make it in 93. And then, yes, they finally made it. I don't know what they would have done in 94. Maybe the Expos would have won in 94. They made it in 95. They beat Cleveland. And then they're proclaimed as the team of the decade. And then 4 years later, the Yankees just completely steal their thunder. They lose in 96. They lose in 99. And they had far and away the best pitching in baseball. I mean, Glavine, Schmaltz, and Maddox. It was sensational. And you had all 3 of those guys there for that long and that dominant. And all 3 Hall of Famers. It's rare to see that in the sport. And they were, again, far and away the best pitching in baseball for so many years. And only one World Series, which was surprising. And they were great. And then great in 95. They pulled it off in 95. And again, 96, like, all right, we're going to repeat. And there's this Yankee team that just comes in like just out of absolutely nowhere and just shocks them. Seattle has a few chances of making it to the World Series, but Yankees said no. Yes, I believe in 2000 and 2001, I believe. 2001, Seattle had the best team in baseball. They won more games than almost anybody ever. And the Yankees just destroyed them in the ALCS. And then that's when the Yankees wanted to lose to the Diamondbacks. What do you think about the Warriors losing it to the club? I also did that live. I did 2 videos yesterday on the Rockets losing to the Bucks and the Warriors-Clippers game that are on my channel, so you can go check that out. My thoughts on the Warriors losing to the Clippers, it's the beginning of the end, I think, for Golden State. I'm not saying that it's totally over for them, but this is the start of it. They can't play defense right now. It's going to take them a long time. There's a lot of new pieces there. And the Clippers are just better. Also, the Clippers are just a deeper team. They're better defensively, better offensively. Kawhi is insane. And Paul George isn't even here yet. And they're already looking like the best team in basketball. For the Nats, keep saying the Expos should have won the World Series in 94. Again, it's impossible to see who would have won that World Series in 94, but think of all that changes if Montreal does win the World Series in 94. They probably still is baseball in Montreal. Like, that probably motivates the city. Who knows what happens, but they go over to Washington. What the heck? I didn't get no. Yeah, that was weird. For some reason, there were no notifications yesterday, and I don't know why that. Sometimes there's not notifications. I think there is. I think every live stream has notifications, but for some reason, I guess you don't get it. YouTube, you're the worst. Please send out notifications to all my subscribers. Also, click the bell. So, yeah, that was right. But I posted the videos yesterday, so you can check those out. James Harden, yeah. James Harden, I think, had only 3 field goals yesterday and somehow scored 18, 19 points. I don't understand how that happened. I think because he went to the free throw line a lot, but it was a rough night for Harden. I think the Rockets will be fine. I think they'll eventually learn how to coexist. Harden to learn how to mix in a mid-range jumper every now and then. Yeah, that would be nice. I mean, look, I could ask him to play defense, but it's a Mike D'Antoni team. It's again, I heard somebody say this earlier today. It's weird that Mike D'Antoni has a D in his name. Just remove it. Mike D'Antoni. No defense on that team ever. On any Mike D'Antoni team for years. They keep calling nasty Expos in the chats now in this World Series. I mean, if you want to do that. No, what I'm interested in, are there any old Expos fans who are now Nationals fans? Is that the case? Like, in Montreal right now, they're going crazy for the Expos, or for the Nationals. I'd be interested in seeing that, but I mean, if the Nationals win this World Series, is Canada going to be like second title in a row? We win the Raptors, now we win with the Nationals. I'm interested to see, but I don't know if that's a thing. I'd like to think that's a thing, but I don't know. Yeah, LA's up 17 right now on the Jazz. I gotta look at the box score for this game. Oh, LeBron, 28 points, 10 assists, 7 rebounds. Okay, yeah, never mind. Yeah, he's back. He wasn't great against the Clippers. Yeah, he's back. I can't wait for the Rockets to play the Warriors this year. That'll be fun. Expos had great jerseys. Those old mantras. Oh, those are fantastic. Can't wait for the Rockets to play the Warriors this year. Those games are going to be very interesting. I can't wait for Clippers Lakers and Clippers Bucks. Those games I'm really looking forward to. I think Clippers Bucks finals. I'm feeling pretty good about that. It's only been 3-4 days, but I'm feeling pretty good about that. And we're gonna have some NBA here at the end of this video, so don't worry. We will have some NBA discussion. But man, Houston pulls it off here tonight in Game 3, and what this will mean going forward. Can Houston pull it off tomorrow night? Will be. Oh boy, if they can get that win. Make it 2-2. Everything changes, and I feel like they'll be the favorites again. But they gotta get that win tomorrow. It's gonna be an interesting way that they're doing it with the bullpen, but we'll see. Again, I wish this game could have been better. It never felt like the Nationals were in it. Good thing it's Friday. Yes. Whatever happened to the old Washington Senators teams anyway? Didn't they become the Twins? I think the Washington Senators became the Twins, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, gosh. My computer's not slowing down. Okay, Washington Senators. I believe, if I remember correctly, I think they became the Twins. So, yeah, if you're Washington, you can claim those Twins titles. You can claim a few of those titles. You can claim 87 and 91. Yeah, the Senators became the Twins. The Senators were they were the Washington Senators from 1901 to 1960. The team relocated to Minnesota at the start of the 61 season. So yeah, if you're Washington, you can also claim the 87 and 91 titles because that's your team technically. I guess you can't really do that. I mean, does Cleveland did Cleveland Browns fans become Ravens fans or no? I think they were more angry at the team. So I don't think. I mean, you can claim that title if you want. Ravens won 2 titles. You still haven't won any. New York Rangers won tomorrow night. So did Dallas Stars. Good for them. Again, I'm not a hockey fan, so I would love to see the Rangers do well this year. But so yeah, again, did you know the Senators became the Twins? I'm not getting that. Washington Senators. Ha. That's very funny. If they really wanted to be even more unlikable, they should have called themselves the Washington Filibusters. But the Washington Stalling. I'm going to get in trouble here, so I'm going to lay off the jokes. Astros pull it off. I'm going to see what they tweeted here. Astros put on their Twitter, needed it, got it. Hide it down. Winners win. Represent. Big night for Houston. It's 2-1 now. Yeah, you got yourself some momentum. You got just a little bit of momentum, and then tomorrow night you can just grab it. You can grab it and take the series back. Make it a 3-game series. Oh boy. This is what you want. I mean, right now, no one's watching this World Series. Apparently, this is on track to be the lowest watched World Series of all time, the least watched World Series of all time. And that goes back to 1984, so I'd hate for that to happen in base. I'd hate for no one to watch, but I mean, it'd be a total bummer. But I don't know, man. I want this to do well. I want people to watch the World Series, and maybe a long 7-game series will do that. But for some reason here tonight, it just for some reason the series Washington Houston just isn't attracting people. I need to go minus 1 antacids for tomorrow night's game. You go do that. Anything that helps, as long as it doesn't kill you. 92-72 now. Oh, actually 90-74 now. Lakers just piling it on. Any more final thoughts here, guys? We'll spend like 5 more minutes on this game, and then I'll go into the NBA. And then any final more questions that you guys have. Houston was 14 games better than the Nationals were this year. Crazy to think. And yep, now Houston and now Washington is up 2-1 in the series. It's why you can't predict baseball. Yeah, for some reason, I'm not getting the greatest light here either, but I don't know what happened. If the Dodgers played against the Astros in the World Series, a lot of people would see the rematch. Yeah, if it was Dodgers-Yankees, that'd be maximum. You get both coasts, that would ratings off the charts. And if you had Dodgers-Astros, yeah, I think the rematch would do stuff. But for some reason, Astros-Nationals just isn't moving the needle. And maybe it's because the Mets fans don't want to watch the Nationals. The Yankees fans don't want to watch the Astros right now. Maybe that's the problem. So, I really wanted that series too. Yeah, I was hoping Yankees-Dodgers would have been fantastic. I would have loved that. But we got Astros-Nationals, and so far the series has been all right. Or Astros-Dodgers. Oh, that would have been a great series too. That series 2 years ago was amazing. No pitching. They juiced the ball. Home runs everywhere. Game 2 and 5 were legendary. I mean, just fantastic series. And again, 2 really bad pitching teams. So I would love for that to happen again, but Dodgers just had put Kershaw out there for another inning. It's amazing how bad they are. It's amazing how bad they are at bullpens. Oh, gosh. Astros-Dodgers was great. There's always next year for that series. Astros versus Dodgers, Yankees versus Dodgers. Are the Dodgers going to make it back next year? I'm off LA now. I do not want to see them in a World Series. Unless they win, I don't want to see them in a World Series again. I'm so sick of seeing this team blow it in the biggest moment. I'm so sick of them choking. I'm so sick of Dave Roberts. I'm so sick of this team. Oh, again, either getting to the World Series or blowing it. I'm so sick of them. I'm so sick of Kershaw. Win something. You're too talented. Win a series. Unless the Nationals have something to say about this next year. Is this going to be a one-year wonder for the Nationals? I'm curious. Is this going to be a one-year thing? Or is this going to be all right, next year we got all this money? Because remember, they're the oldest team in baseball. Or if not the oldest, they're right up there. So this is not really a dynasty you're building here. Now maybe you can get some new young guys, but this seems like a one-year thing. Maybe I'm wrong, and maybe they'll have something planned there. But for now, I'm off. I'm off the Nationals and I'm off the Dodgers in terms of next year. So AL is bigger playoff competition than the NL. Yeah, I mean we thought the Astros and the Yankees were the 2 best teams heading into this postseason, and it looks like we might be wrong on that. But man, it was. Whew. It was, again, we said going into the ALCS, this is the Astros, Yankees, whoever wins that's probably going to win the World Series. And we're looking at Astros down 2-1. I mean, again, they got the win tonight. I forgot about the Red Sox. They're good too. We really need this. Astros fans are re-energized. Yeah, good for you, RS Ferris. Good for you guys. Get a win here, and then if you win tomorrow, everything changes. If the Nationals win it, it'll be like the Blue Jays, one and done. The Blue Jays. Well, no, if we're talking in the 90s, the Blue Jays won 2 World Series. They won 92-93, and then that was it, and then the strike happened. I mean, if you're saying the Royals, the Royals had a 2-year run there. The Cubs have had a run, although that teetered off. The Cubs had a run from 15 to 18. That was pretty good. 15 to 17, excuse me. And then you had teams like the Red Sox have had 4 different runs over the last 15 years. Red Sox are weird to me. The White Sox had a 1-year run, I think. St. Louis. Although they did win with kind of those same players in 2011, but yeah, the Astros have been around for the Astros' second World Series in 3 years. Although I meant Royals. I thought I meant Royals, but again, even the Royals, the year before the Royals won the World Series, and then in 2016 it started to go downhill. I agree, but the Astros still need to win tomorrow night, also to tie it up. No, again, we've said this. You got to win tomorrow. All the pressure's on you still. You have to pull this off tomorrow night to really just grab it by the horns. And tie this series up and get the momentum back so you can start Cole in Game 5 and feel like, all right, we got the best pitcher in baseball. Still, even though he lost, we have the best pitcher in baseball going at it at the start of a best-of-3 series. Need that win. Need it so badly. Oh boy. Hold on. Yes. Astros were about to beat the Royals in 2015. Hold them up to 5 with our youngsters. Yes, that's right. I remember 2015. Houston had like a 2-1 lead, and the Royals had an unbelievable comeback in Game 4. They won Game 5, then they went on to win the series. I think they beat Toronto. Yes, that's right. They beat Toronto because that was the Batista backflip. They beat Texas in that series, and then Kansas City beat Toronto, and then Kansas City beat the Mets. Which I remember a lot because my dad's a Met fan, so we had to watch that series as Terry Collins let Matt Harvey shoot himself in the leg, and brought Tyrod Cooper out for 2 innings, and Joey's Familia had a quick pitch in Game 1, and the Royals, who were the better team, dominated and won that series in 5. But yeah, Houston almost had it in 2015. Think about it, they almost had it in 2015, and I don't remember what happened in 2016. I think they lost in the ALDS too. Don't remember to who. Because I think in 2016 it was Cleveland, Toronto. Yeah, that was where Toronto had a run for a while, but they could never get past. They could never get past the series either. They both had the bases loaded tonight, but left runners stranded. Yes, and again, Nationals had more opportunities, I feel like, than the Astros, and the Nationals couldn't take advantage of it. In baseball, you've got to take advantage of the opportunities when they're given to you. When you have runners on, take advantage of it. Your dad's a Met fan and you're a Yankee fan. Here's the story about that. My dad's a Met fan. And then I grew up. I was little. And this is a great story, I promise. I've told the story before like a few weeks ago, but this is a great story. So on CBS, I used to watch Nick on CBS. I used to watch CBS because of the Jets or whatever. I used to watch CBS, had a lot of stuff. And CBS, for like 4 or 5 years, CBS had the Yankee games. And then it ended. It was weird. But for 4 or 5 years, the baseball games were, the Yankee games, there were limited Yankee games on CBS. And so I would watch CBS, and I became a Yankee fan. And my grandpa, who's a Mets fan, and my dad's brother were like, This guy, what is he doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? You're making him a Yankee fan? How dare you? And my dad, my wonderful dad, said to them, why should he have to suffer like we have for so long? Let the kid win a championship. And because of that, my dad let me be a Yankee fan. And so my dad, thank you. Thank you for letting me, because if I was a Met fan, I'd be very depressed all the time. I mean, I already watched the Knicks a lot. I watched the Jets a lot. I actually like the Mets, but not as good as the Yankees are, though. Yes. Nah, I mean, look, I don't hate the. Okay, sometimes it's fun to laugh at the Mets, but you know, I don't really. A Yankees Met World Series I want to see. I still remember Astros. Yes, Astros Mets '86 Game 6. My dad talks about it. If the Mets had to win Game 6, if Mike Scott won Game 7, Mike Scott killed them that year. The Mets had to win Game 6. That game goes a million innings. The Astros and Mets almost pull it out. Both the Mets come back, Astros come back crazy. Mets win it in like 15 or 16 innings. Orozco has the game-winning save. Yankees fan, next time you should not disrespect Altuve again, or else will make y'all suffer. No, I'm not. I've never disrespected him, or unless you can't have people who like screw you or whatever. Yeah, no, I won't. He's great. He's fantastic. He's amazing. All respect to him. He's got a ring. Judge doesn't. I mean, that's not all Judge's fault, but like, yeah, he's great. So, Lakers up 95-84 right now. So. Yeah, I'm never disrespecting anybody on the Houston Astros again. Never doing it at all. So. I promise I won't. Promise I'm not doing that. They're too good. They're too darn good. Looking for something else here. Any other comments here before we get into the NBA? I have a few NBA thoughts here tonight. Didn't get to watch most of the games, although I did get to see some of the reports here about what's going on. Troy Daniels is trending. Why are the Lakers playing KCP at all? Don't even have him bother. Don't even bother playing with KCP. Mike Conley shooting 5% from the field this year for the Jazz. ESPN will be making a documentary on Mike Conley called 3 for 30. Oh my gosh. Oh boy. And Luke is trending. So yeah, we'll get to that in a little bit here. It's fine, just other Yankee fans. I agree. How about that Subway Series? That was a great Subway Series. Fun. Yankees made a big comeback in Game 1. I think it was Perez who didn't run out what he thought was a home run. He got nailed at the plate. And then Yankees won Game 2. The Yankees at one point, from 98 to 2000, won 10 straight World Series games. That is remarkable. They won 10 straight World Series games. The Mets won in Game 3, and then the Yankees won Game 4. Luis Solo at the game winning hit in Game 5. Yankees win 3-P. KCP just getting an exercise out there. Yeah, please, no, don't, no. If you're going to have him exercise when you're up 15 and there's 2 minutes to go. All right, we should get into the NBA here. Been a nice few days here so far. The big story today, a few stories here. Again, Siakam is ridiculous for Toronto. I mean, nice win for Boston. Jaylen Brown scored 25. Good win for them. I'm just amazed at Siakam that he's like 2 games in. He might win Most Improved Player again. He's really, really solid. Minnesota got a dominant. I mean, Karl Anthony Towns. Look at, fantastic. 37, 15, and 8. They did play Charlotte, who's supposed to be bad. The Nets beat the Nets. The Nets beat the Knicks, which you expected. They won by 4. Good win for Kyrie. He scored 26. Nice 3 there late. And the Knicks, when Julius Randle was their best player, and he folded like a cheap tent late in that game. I wanted to get his stats here. I'm just realizing this Knicks team is just going to be awful for like another decade at least, until Dolan sells the team. They're going to be abysmal. But good job for the Nets here tonight. And again, just the Kyrie experiment's working so far, but I also remember the experiment working well in Boston when it started, and then that faded away. Oh gosh, there's so many players on this Knicks team. It's so bad. The Knicks had a better 3-point percentage tonight than Brooklyn, and I can't explain that. I mean, the Knicks are going to be really, really bad this year. Yeah, Kyrie made a go-ahead 3 with 21 seconds left. Good for Kyrie. Good job. Solid. And then, Randall went 5 for 15, 0 for 2 from 3. He had 11 rebounds, 14 points. Robinson went 17 minutes, scored 6 points. Nice to see Knox out there playing well. Good to see no Nina Kilo, which I like. And then RJ had another 36 and 16. So there's pieces there, but you just know this team's not going anywhere because they're going to find a way to blow it because they're the Knicks. The LSC series with the Mets and the Brains, and they just seem to have gone forever. It felt like that. Mets-Braves had some good moments there. 99, that was a good Mets-Braves, the Grand Slam single, and then the Mets lost it on a walk. How are the Spurs expected to do this year? I think they're projected to make the playoffs or get close to it. I think the reason why, and there's not a lot of talent on this team, I feel like, except for a few guys, but the reason why I have them in the playoffs is because of Pop. He's the best coach in the NBA, and it feels stupid for me to sit there. And they've been in the playoffs for like almost every year he's been there except the first year. It's stupid for me to sit there and go, San Antonio's going to miss the playoffs. They're the best coach team in the NBA. That should get you somewhere. So nice win there for the Nets. Wizards win. Bulls win. Zach LaVine, great night. 37. Oh, baby. Kobe White had 21 of his 25 points. The Sweet Life of Zach and Kobe. I was reading that online. I was like, oh, yeah, I like that. Good win there for the Bulls. Luka Doncic is insane. The guy's not even 21 yet, and he has 9 triple-doubles. The guy's a beast. He's a total beast. And he's only getting better. It's just like, oh, gosh. Dallas, you have and you have Porzingis there. That's going to be a scary good team. Denver wins a nice close game against Suns. Speaking of great guys, Jokic, triple-double. He's fantastic. And Portland beats Sacramento, 35 from Damian. Good win. I don't know how Portland's going to do this year. They lost a lot of guys in the offseason. But as long as you have Damian there, it's going to be great. And then tonight with the Lakers, they get the win. They had a lot of conversation about what happened with them over the last few days about the bad loss to the Clippers. And how's LeBron? LeBron's going to play the point guard, which is ridiculous. I still think in the long run that's not a good idea. But whatever. I guess eventually they're going to have Rondo be the point guard, which is good. LeBron again, 12 for 22, 7 for 8 from the free throw line, 32 points tonight. Danny Green went back to normal. He scored 9 points. Anthony Davis, 21 points. Good for him. McGee, 12 minutes, 0 points. Welcome back, Devel McGee, to relevancy. Daniels had 15 points. All right, you just need more from these Lakers. You need more from this bench. And then for Utah tonight, I mean, it's just Mike Conley, 3 for 11, 1 for 5. Boy, that's a rough one. So, Utah not being able to do it. Good night for Donovan Mitchell, but I think the Lakers are going to be fine. I think, yeah, there's okay. I don't think they're better than the Clippers. I don't think they're deeper than the Clippers. But you know what? They had a nice win tonight. They answered some of the critics, and it's like, okay, let's just see this team. Let's see if they can build on this throughout the year. Some nice plays here in this game. That LeBron-AD combination is going to be scary good this season. Again, I don't know about the rest of the team. I feel like you need Kuzma back, but so far I'm like, all right, Lakers, Jazz, okay, I'm into it. The Spurs won the other night. I forgot against who. The Mavericks also won the other night too. Yeah, nice night for Texas. They did it too often last year. I hope they don't repeat that this year. The Rockets were leading the whole game versus the Bucks, and the Rockets blew it at the end. You can expect Rockets blowing it at the end because Mike D'Antoni, because that's the way he's coached. You can expect two things from Mike D'Antoni: no defense and not doing well in the playoffs or late in games. But I mean, it's just the way it works well in the regular season. It does terrible in the postseason. Oh yeah, I am noticing now. If I'm watching here, for some reason, like the stream, like if I sit in a different position, like the lighting is bad, the lighting is off. So I need a place where I have like better lighting all the time. Maybe I need like a lamp here. Hold on. It's not terrible, but this is weird. The live stream's gonna end here soon. Let me just notice this. Let me see this. That helps a little, but nothing really. So, I'm from Houston and a diehard Astros fan. I'm also a diehard Spurs fan. Good from you. Not a Rockets fan. All right. I mean, hey, San Antonio's been a better organization than Houston over the last 20 years. Houston had its moments, but Houston does have Hakeem and the 2 titles, but San Antonio's had Duncan and Parker and Ginobili and Kawhi for 2 minutes before he, for some reason, quit on the team. And yeah, now I still think they're gonna make the playoffs. So I think eventually, high scoring first half, relax during the third quarter, then fight to regain the lead in the fourth. Yeah, that is that's hopefully that's Houston's strategy. I just don't trust that team in the postseason, and I don't trust Westbrook and Harden in the postseason. I mean, remember the first finals James Harden was in 2012. He was awful. He was terrible in that first finals, and that's I think a reason why Oklahoma City got rid of him in one of the dumbest trades they ever made. That's the Rockets in a nutshell. Yep, and no, that's Mike D'Antoni in a nutshell. He's such a frustrating coach, though, too. Okay. Oh, the Spurs beat your Knicks on Thursday night, Frankie. Yeah, don't worry. The Knicks are going to be bad. You don't have to rub it in. The Knicks are going to be awful this year, and they're going to be awful constantly. At least we have the Nets. To look forward to. And I hope Kyrie continues to be this good, and I can't wait to see KD back there next year, I'm guessing. I'm not expecting he's going to be back this year. And I actually don't want him back this year. If he's not 100% healthy, I don't want him back. So I like RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett could be a solid move for the next year, but we'll see how it all goes moving forward. Final comments, you guys, for the next 2.5 minutes. And again, we will be back tomorrow night. If you like what you see, click down there and subscribe for more. If you're new to this channel, we have more stuff like this. We'll be back tomorrow with a reaction video to Game 4 of the World Series. And yeah, Astros Nationals will be back right after the game ends. So stay right. So come back to this channel as soon as the game ends, and we'll be here. And hopefully the live stream won't cut out on us like it did today. And also, if you want, make sure you ring that bell to make sure you get all the notifications. I think, unless YouTube for some reason just decides, no, we're not going to give you notifications for some dumb reason. How about the Sixers beating the Celtics the other night? That's what I expected too. I think 76ers are just better. Ben Simmons annoys me. Please, can you learn how to shoot a 3? But Simmons and Embiid is a nice combo. And Boston Kemba wasn't great tonight, and they've lost some guys. But I think eventually they'll figure it out. But I think Philadelphia is just too deep. I think Philadelphia is probably the deepest team in the East, but I have the Bucks winning the finals because, as I've said, I think Giannis is going to be so much better this year. So yeah, we'll be back tomorrow night after Game 4. So check this out. Check this out. Check us out after Game 4. Man, look at this. This World Series has been awful for batting with runners in scoring position, but tonight Houston did it. Tonight Houston got their runs. They got their run off batters running in scoring position in the second inning. I think they also got it in the third. And Houston did enough tonight to pull off the win. So, good win for them. And now, again, it's about getting momentum for Game 4. It's about, all right, we got this win. Get a green screen behind you. Oh, that would help. I think that would probably... Would that help the lighting? Would that, like, all right, okay, so I wouldn't have anything, like, where it's like, I don't know if... This is a terrible live stream for this cause. I like doing it, but, like, okay, I'm trying to see. Because, like, sometimes, like, the light will be totally fine. And then for some reason, like, it will flicker out for just a second, and then it'll jump right back in. If the green screen helps, that would be great. I don't mind. I actually love this backdrop because it's so unorthodox. I love it. But yeah, whatever. So I agree with you. Hopefully the Rockets don't repeat that this year. Again, yeah, we'll see what they do. And so yeah, we'll be back after Game 4. And again, for the Astros, you got the win in Game 3. You had a nice win tonight. Good performance from everybody. It's about now. It's Game 4. Can we totally take advantage of this? Can we Can this series be ours? Can we have everything go in our favor here? If we win Game 4, if we get that bullpen win, everything changes, and then we have Cole starting Game 5, and we have all the momentum. So can the Astros do that? We will see. So that's it for now, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be back again tomorrow after Game 4. We have some college football videos coming tomorrow, so check those out. A lot of stuff coming here in the future, and then we'll have the NFL videos on Sunday. So a lot of great stuff coming. Thank you guys again for watching. Congrats to the Astros on a nice Game 3 win. Let's see if they can pull it off. Let's see if they can do it again here tomorrow for Game 4. Or tonight. It's 1:15 on the East Coast. I'm tired. I'm going to bed. Good night, guys. Congrats to the Astros. Good night.